Yeah, right. Well, that's all been done now. I've done the cleaned up the gasket and cleaned up all the grease and shit that was all over the water pump. Good enough, anyways. But yeah, fucking scraped off the old gasket seal. Got some new blue gasket seal to chuck in. Got a new gasket coming and a new fucking one of these bad boys, but it looks like it's new and improved from Hemi Performance. So yeah, the dream would be to fucking take the sump off and put a fucking a stud girdle on it, and I reckon that'd be the ultimate thing to do is do a stud girdle on the girl, but not to be this time. Maybe in the future, who knows? But yeah, definitely don't want to make a habit of taking the car apart like this. But yeah, having fun doing it at least, and so far so good. This cylinder, just gonna have to see what happens. I continue to fucking treat it and clean it, and yeah, get it as clean as possible without pulling the fucking thing apart. But it is what it is. We'll just see how we go and when she fires up. All right, now we're getting somewhere. Got this fucking gasket, and yeah, have all the bits ready to go. I just need to get the head back from Marusik. We've done the head work and the flow work and shit. Now this is what we were looking at the other day, or what I was sussing out. I just went to when I was down at the speed shop to get advice. They sent me down to these guys, and you can get all your parts there. These were guys in Puraka. Yeah, and basically they said, yeah, it's this seal here and this seal here in there, which I've got to dig out that seal. There's the seals there, and he said that you fucking pack this with bearing grease, and you jam all grease on this when you feed it back in as well. And he reckons, yeah, there's just no seal there. It's just dry and all fucked out. And he said also this scuffing here, I got to fucking sand that out. He's like, any scuffing on the inside of the case, anything like that, needs to be sanded back with 400. So yeah, he just gave me all the old school advice, all the tips. So I thought I'd pass them on, because it's that old school advice that you just don't get online. You need to get that shit face to face sometimes. All right, there we have it. Takes a vise and a flathead to pop the other one out. And, you tap the other one in, and I'll just jam some grease in there, some bearing grease or whatever. So that should stop the leak that I've had for like ever. Another fucking massive win, $10 in parts. And yeah, you gotta have other tools and shit to fuck around. But yeah, happy days. She's going back in. Holding strong. And a bit of weight reduction. Those top bolts were a clash spot. That's why I bashed the tunnel, and now they've been trimmed, and I actually use these holes here. This has been molested for a starter motor anyway, so fuck it. So yeah, end of clashing, that's for sure. Here we have another opportunity to fucking hit this with a grinder. This was hacked at in the car underneath with like a hacksaw back in the day to get a starter motor to fit or some shit. So I'll clean this up next with the grinder. Just hit it with a bit of paint, just clean it up as best as possible. Another little mini mission. Anyways, there's a little setup for the diff now. I've got springies in there, all freshies. So hopefully that sorts out the issue with the diff. Yeah, that's the exhaust. The joiner exhaust that's been out of the car for fucking yonks. It's just mild steel. It's been painted with this sick paint. I'll see if I can find it over here. Yeah, doesn't, it's held up real good for something that hasn't had heat go through it for fucking years. This shit here, just in case anyone wants the good shit, the hookup. Yeah, another mini mission is the driver's seat. It's factory, got a motor in it, like for adjustments and shit like that. These are
HSV GDS VE seats, but you know, with custom stitching for my car and all that bullshit. But yeah, I'm thinking about pulling that one out, pulling the motor out to drop the weight. Anyways, there you have it for another little fucking mini episode. Yeah, it's amazing what you can do when you fucking put, you know, 2 or 3 hours into a car a day. Nothing too major, nothing too serious. But yeah, fucking, yeah, sometimes shit just lines up. It seems to be happening. So yeah, keep a good thing going for sure. Just yeah, heaps of shit to do still.